So you're going to start your work placement. How are you going to make the most of it? Really make it worthwhile? The aim of this video is to give you some advice on how to approach this experience in the most effective manner. The video lasts around 15 minutes and will cover the following topics: the benefits of work placement, some tips for before and for when you start, advice on how to make the most of the experience. We will then look at the soft skills you can develop, practice and refine. And finally, we have an exercise on how to manage stress. So here we go. The benefits. Work experience looks good on your CV and can help your CV stand out from others. It gives you valuable experience that employers look for. You can develop what are known as soft skills. While for a specific job you may need hard skills, for example, if you're a computer programmer, you need to know how to code. Soft skills are more about knowing how to get along with people and fit in. These soft skills are transferable, that is, they can be useful in a number of different kinds of jobs. These are also sometimes referred to as life skills. Later we will take a closer look at some of the soft skills that are most sought after by employers. It's about behaviours rather than exams. The work world is not only academic, although obviously your studies are important too. Just remember that the relationship between you and the company is symbiotic, or in other words, it can be of benefit to both of you. Looking at it from your point of view, you have the chance to see what the job is like, and it can help you decide which career path you want to follow. You might enjoy it and decide that this will be your career in the future, and if you don't, at least you have gained the knowledge that this isn't for you, so you can just take it off your list. Even if it's not the job for you, you have the opportunity to practice skills that you can use in very different kinds of jobs, not only this one. And if your placement is in the industry or sector in which you would like to work, it's a great opportunity to make contacts and a network that can be helpful to you in the future. Okay, so before you start, research the company, Google it. See what the website says. Check out the industry and sector and the jargon they use to communicate. If you know the names of the people you're going to be working with, you can find out more about them by looking at their professional profiles on LinkedIn. And once you start, here are the most commonly cited top tips. Punctuality. Turn up on time. Before your starting day, check out where the company is located and which means of transport will bring you there. Also, be aware of the time of day you will be travelling. Make sure you know how the traffic changes at peak times, which can add significantly to your travel time. Being on time is important. Turning up late does not make a good impression. Check out the dress code. Some workplaces are more casual and others are more formal. Obviously, don't turn up in a shirt and tie if everyone is wearing shorts and flip-flops, and vice versa. Casual in a formal office. Some offices have casual Fridays. The dress code may be smart casual. Or some people may dress more formally when important meetings or client visits are scheduled. You don't need to buy a new wardrobe, but aligning with the dress code can make you feel more comfortable and help you fit in. Know who you report to, and that this person is your point of reference. Let this person know where you are if you need to move around for any reason, or if that person is not around, know who you need to contact instead. Try to remember people's names. Repeating the person's name out loud when you're introduced can help it stick in your mind. Oh, and don't forget to say hello and goodbye. It may sound banal, but it does make a difference. We're all humans after all, and being acknowledged is usually appreciated. Now, some advice on how to make the most of your experience. Firstly, decide what your objectives are. What would you like to achieve from the experience? Which skills would you like to develop? What will make it worthwhile for you, and how can you make the most of it? To do this, it can be very useful to keep a diary or journal. Write down what you have done each day and see which skills you have been practicing. This is useful for a number of reasons. Employers look for skills on your CV, and in interviews they may ask for examples of a time when you used this skill, so they can ask you for real evidence. In an interview, you might be asked questions along the lines of, I see on your CV you have good communication skills. Can you give me an example of a situation or event when you used your communication skills effectively? If you have written your experience in a diary or journal and have read over it, you will have your real-life experiences at your fingertips or on the tip of your tongue, ready to share. Otherwise, you may have to recall on the spot. Scramble to find an example. This may be difficult as interviews can put us under pressure and be a bit nerve-wracking. The more prepared we are, the easier it is. Another question interviewers often ask is to give an example of a difficult situation and how you handled it. Sometimes situations that happen during your work placement may seem irrelevant, but they can actually be examples of specific skills. If you write them down, you are more likely to remember them. Keeping the diary helps. A diary is also useful for you to keep track of what you are doing, which skill objectives you are acing, and also which objectives need more work. Keeping a written record helps give you a clearer picture so you can identify opportunities to develop the skills you need. When you're on work experience, ask questions, be curious, show you are interested, just make sure it's in moderation. Finally, ask for feedback about how you're doing, what is going well and where you could do things differently. Remember that this is a learning opportunity. Skills. So finally, we are going to consider which soft skills you may try to develop during your work placement. As we mentioned earlier, skills can be hard or soft. Hard skills are technical skills. You may or may not learn some technical skills during your work placement, but you will definitely have the opportunity to learn and practice soft skills. Top skills employers look for, and the ones that are transferable, meaning that they can be used in a lot of different jobs, are firstly communication skills, both verbal and written. Written skills can include social media too. So be aware of who you're communicating with and use language that is appropriate and relevant to the audience in both speaking and writing. For example, formal language for reports, presentations, and when speaking to supervisors or senior management, or informal language where appropriate, for example during breaks, when blogging or using social media for the company if appropriate. Check spelling and grammar in all your written communications. Reread before sending a message or report or presenting to a group. Speak with confidence and enthusiasm in a clear and concise manner. Show a positive attitude and take part in discussions. Effective listening, paying attention, showing interest, avoiding distractions, and not interrupting or speaking over the person who is talking. Another sought after skill is organisation, time management, and punctuality. Punctuality we mentioned earlier, but it's not just about turning up on time, it is also about getting straight back to work after breaks. Write a to-do list so you don't forget tasks. Prioritise. After you have prepared your list, put your tasks in order of importance. Know what is expected of you. Deliver your work on time. If you have been given too much work to do or are not sure which tasks are most important, speak to your supervisor. And lastly, teamwork. Think about what you are naturally good at. For example, are you a details person, a finisher? Do you get things done? Or are you a creative and ideas person? Know what your role is in the team. Be clear on what your part is, what is expected of you and when. Let the team leader or your contact person know if you have a problem doing your part of the job. Adapt quickly to changes and try to get along with the others on the team. You can also check out what are called the 21st century skills, such as critical thinking, problem solving and creativity. With your skills, it can be useful to make a list. On one side, the skills I have, and on the other side, the skills I'd like to improve. Now, finally, managing your stress. Starting a work placement in a new environment with people you don't know can be stressful. Stress sometimes gets a bad rap. A little bit of stress can give us the oomph we need to do a good job. It can motivate us and be part of the satisfaction of a job well done. But when stress becomes too much, when it seems like what is asked of us is beyond our capabilities, or it seems like it's all too much, or we're just feeling a little off kilter, stress can make us less effective and make us feel bad. We can always take a moment to check in with ourselves. So here's a short exercise that can help us feel centred. The acronym is SOBER. Easy to remember, right? If you like, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can let your gaze rest unfocused on a spot on the floor in front of you. So, S. Stop whatever you're doing. Just pause for a moment and enter deeply into the present moment. O. Observe. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself the questions. How do I feel right now? What emotions are arising right now? What thoughts are coming up in this moment? There's no need to change or judge. Just observe. Accept what is here at this moment. B. Breathe. Bring all your attention to the sensations of your breath. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath. There's no need to change your breathing. Simply observe it. Your body knows just how to breathe. Perhaps you can notice the sensations in your tummy as it rises as you breathe in and falls as you breathe out. E. Expand. Expand your awareness to your whole body. Become aware of your body as a whole, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice all the different sensations present in your body in this moment. Notice too if there are any strong sensations, warmth or coolness, sensations of pressure or pain. Notice all the different sensations in this moment, pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. R. Respond. Respond mindfully to the situation rather than just reacting automatically. Decide if there is some considered action to be taken, or to decide if in fact there are other choices you can make. Proceed mindfully with whatever you are doing or about to do. This is an opportunity to take a pause, to give yourself a moment to become aware. If you practice this exercise 3 times a day for a few weeks, then you'll have it ready for whenever you need it. Remember, stop, observe, breathe, expand, and respond. Now, to recap on what we've seen, the benefits of your work placement. It can give you valuable experience to put on your CV, and this can help you stand out from other applicants. You have the chance to develop important soft skills. It can help you decide if this is the right area for you, or decide that it is not your dream job. Either way, this is valuable information. You have the chance to make contacts for your future and get work references. Decide your objectives, which skills you want to practice and develop. If you keep a diary, it will help you keep track of what you're learning. And finally, manage your stress. Remember, sober. Stop, observe your thoughts, emotions, and body sensations. Breathe, expand, and respond. I'd like to wish you the very best of luck in your work placement. Enjoy.